Dominican Republic, Miami.
Can't believe it's like me striking the same place twice. What's going on? The place is in a mess. We gotta be strong. Hoping for the best. Many hearts have been torn. Can feel it in my chest. What's going on? Shall we I try
Good evening and welcome to another episode of Dissect. Of course, I go by the name of Novelist.
And I go by the name of Jewel.
And of course, welcome, man. Welcome to TDN. Welcome to Islands Therapy.
Yeah, welcome.
I'm smiling because we're already laughing in the back before we came live. So I'm looking forward to having an enjoyable show this evening. Learn some stuff about our guests and have some serious laughs.
I am so excited for the show. Like you said, we were just laughing behind the scenes, and I'm sure you'll be laughing when you meet our guests.
Yep.
And yeah.
So I will throw him on the bus while he's on air, and you'll get why we're laughing in the meantime. Welcome to Dissect, our guest for the night, ladies and gentlemen, the man GK.
Yes, sir. You're planning that well, if I get tonight.
Yeah.
But I have my ways to duck and roll in. So let me just say good night to every single body that's tuning right now. I just shared the link, so hopefully my fans is here as well. So good night to every single one of you guys. I'm looking forward to this interview. So I guess let's just roll with it,
Nice. Well, you're looking forward to the interview. We're just looking forward to laughing and just having a nice conversation with you, just conversing,
a lot of my friends just like to say, like, bro, you don't need to have a conversation to be laughing. You can just look at me. Because I really specialize most of my skits to my facial expression, because I think that's where my key thing is, and I just got a hooked of it and I just keep doing it. Right. So most conversations can be silent, but tonight I'm gonna try my best to make it verbal. You know what I'm saying? Because people have to hear what we're gonna be talking about.
That's Of course. So let's get to it. Let's tell the people a little bit about GK. What does GK stand for? Where you reside or where you're from?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm GK and I'm from Goodwill, Dominica, Goodwill. Bro, I've been using that word for a while. It originally started with gaming, actually, with a very, very young age.
Right.
The word GK have been changed and transformed into so many different things, besides what it is today. And it's a good question because a lot of people actually don't know what GK stands for. They would approach me and they say, "Well, your name started with G. Where did you get the K?" I was like, no, it has nothing to do with my name. It has absolutely nothing to do with what I do at all in terms of comedy. But it has a lot to do with my business, Well, GK at first, when I started to play gaming, I used to do some gaming like really, really, really young. And I used to play a shooting game called Soldier of Fortune. Right. And that shooting game, there were ranks, there were different ranks, there were different things, and we had this clan. And I started to basically call myself Grill King. And
Okay.
yeah, it's funny, it's crazy funny.
Yeah.
And the grill was actually at the time meant shoot. So basically, aka shoot king. That's really good.
Okay.
That's really
Right.
good. I still am. I still am. So basically, I was the grill king. I was the shoot king. And then after that, that came to how much different kind of a transition. But today, it actually stands for graphic kid.
Ah,
Out
Okay.
of
Nice.
everything that I do, all the businesses that I have, the
Right.
one thing that I love to do, even more than comedy, is graphic
Graphics.
designs,
Oh,
right?
nice.
So GK actually stands for graphic kid. Maybe
Okay.
I don't know if I'll turn that to king one day.
Yeah.
Yeah, but as of today, it's GK. I don't really want to go into details of the actual name. It's just GK.
Yeah. Yeah.
I take it in. It's nice. I like it. And I always add the 767 to it, just to big up the country where I'm from. I mean,
Right.
why not? Why not give the country that little big up?
yeah.
Nice.
Good.
Nice.
Very
Um,
interesting explanation for your
yeah.
name.
Indeed.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that detailed, but it's just pretty simple. I'm a simple guy. Oh, I'm 28.
Hmm.
Ooh,
Oh, you're
okay.
young.
You
You're
are
a
young.
youngin.
I'm young. I'm 28. I
Yeah.
currently live in Stock Farm, and I'm getting married.
Oh,
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Is that
So
congrats.
thank you, thank you.
right?
I think
I can
that's
give you a little advice.
Yeah.
a little
Happy
advice.
wife, happy wife, happy life.
Oh gosh, boy, happy spouse, happy house.
I think all the married men out there are thinking the same thing I'm thinking right now. But yeah, that's a really good advice, and I think I'm gonna take it. Thank you.
Nice, nice. So, you do a lot. You do well, I didn't even know you did graphic designs. I wish we actually did more research and probably had something to show. But
Imagine that.
you do graphic designs. You also sing.
I sing.
I saw a short film with you, so I guess you're directing or writing.
I do production. I
You do
do film
production,
production as well. Yeah.
and you
Uh,
do comedy.
I do comedy. There's a few more things I can tell you, but
Yeah,
you might be shocked. You might be shocked. I have a lot of hats.
that
I
that's
saw photography was a big one.
Photography. I do
right.
cinematography. So cinematography is
Cinematography.
everything to do with camera. So
Okay.
I'm a cinematographer by hand. So I do photography, videography, everything.
Nice.
Yeah. I dance.
Oh wow.
Just be
Okay.
careful, GK. We have been known to ask people
Yeah.
to do things.
That's how
She,
I'm being really scared right now what I'm saying.
she like to put people on the spot.
Bro, I don't want to be on the spot.
Yeah, you gotta practice. You gotta practice what you preach. You gotta show. Walk the walk. Don't if you can't.
I've done for the White Kubli Theatre Company for over 7 years.
Oh nice. Okay.
I'm right now their full-time photographer.
Right.
I retired in dancing, as you can see. You don't really look like that when you're dancing, you know what I'm saying? You have to maybe slip down a little bit.
Oh gosh. So GK, what well, the comedy part, it looked like it's just a natural part of you
Oh
because
man.
the minute you came in the back, you asked us if we were about talking to you because you were late and made the show late. So so the comedy part comes natural. But what came first as far as everything else that you're involved in?
Graphic designing. Graphic designing. I remember starting graphic designing, and my first graphic design took me 15 hours. And I never got tired. I never got fed up. And I just loved it. That was the only thing that when I was like learning, I would just I remember taking like 3 days no sleep. I'm being very serious. Like 3 days non-stop, like just no sleep. Like
Right.
you said, like I'm in some college, but
Mm.
just teaching myself graphic design. Just teaching myself graphic design. And I've yet to do something that made me love more. That's why GK is gonna always stay with me, and it's never gonna change from what it is. I'm not gonna try and find some wood to try and mix it with some comedy or even produce it. It's just gonna be GK, and in my head, it's just gonna always be graphic kid. Most people don't, and that's the main thing about me, and that's the least things a lot of people don't know about me. And I have my reasons, my personal reasons about that. But yeah, it's graphics.
Okay.
Nice. But you said you taught yourself. How did you do that? Like, were you
Well, when
watching YouTube
I okay,
or?
I am well, yeah. I started off with YouTube. I started off with YouTube. That's where I fell in love with graphics and
Right.
photography and videography. I started off with YouTube at first. That's like the first area you would jump in to learn graphics.
Right.
After that, I did some courses online, and that's where I stepped into a little bit further. And even recently, I did the ACA. So I am a certified graphic designer as of today.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So, listen up, viewers. You can, GK is going to be, what's his handles there? Let's post up his handles so we can
So
let you viewers to follow him.
you see, I like to read between the lines, and basically what GK said. You see the design behind this that says dissect. Well, yeah, he's saying next season he might, I don't know, redesign it. I don't know. That's
Yeah.
what I got. That's all I got.
The wheels are turning for me too. Yeah, I have a business too, and I'm like,
Bro,
wow, I can outsource mine to GK.
I like how you fly into that with the business wise. We can do some talk.
Yeah.
I like that advice. That's my style. Let's just go straight to the business, man.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Let's just make it happen.
You know,
Yeah.
that's the thing when you do business, right? You're doing an interview, but sometimes you just have to throw a little sprinkle of salt, the man, and jump back to
A
the
little hint out
a little
there.
hint out there and jump back
Yeah,
into the vibes.
GK organize this, man. GK, we might just
Yeah.
need something. But honestly, yeah, I mean, sometimes that is true, but like out of experience, sometimes if you already get people hooked on something, I mean, you can improve. Yeah, there's always room for improvement in everything that you do. But
Right.
like when it comes to creativity, sometimes it doesn't have to be extravagant. Like if you just take a minute to just think of some extravagant logos that is so famous. When you look at Facebook, or even when you look at the logo for StreamYard,
Right.
it's really not all that. It's just
It's simple.
letters. It's
Yeah.
simple. So
Yeah.
the reason that it's simple is because the easier and the faster that people can recognize something. That's what makes it powerful. A lot of people today, like a lot of people come to me for graphic designs, and what gets to me sometimes is that they think that you have to do so much.
Right.
You have to make it so. What makes something perfect is just if a 5-year-old can understand it,
Yeah.
that's power right there.
True.
So, dissect can either get simple or it can stay that way if people already get connected to it. That's
Right.
the real key. Once people connect to it.
Yes. Yes. Indeed.
Yeah.
So your musical career now.
Whew. All right, okay, this is gonna shock you, and this shocks a lot of people, right? This
Right.
shocks a lot. I think I have over 6 different albums of music as of today.
Wow.
And I think I've only posted 3 songs. And the reason for that is I love music. I love doing music. I don't think I'm a good singer at all, actually, but I
Right.
love music. I love producing music. I love making music. It's just I'm a guy. I just like having skills. I just like
Right.
knowing that I can do some other
Yeah.
skill.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I've just been making music. Like I have music from since I was like 13 years
Oh wow.
up to a day like today. And the reason that I have them there and I'm not like publishing them or doing nothing and making myself some kind of an artist kind of wise, it would be because I see it as a hobby. People have different hobbies.
Right.
And if I really have a song that I've shared with my friends and they love it really much, and they're like, please put it out, because to other people, it pleases them. And that's the reason that I post it, because it pleases them. And that will come to understanding why I do comedy. So let me just take it slow. Just take it slow. Because it's a really touching story, and that's really my main reason why I do things like comedy and try to make people laugh and try to entertain people, try to make people stay, try to keep a smile on people's face.
Mhm.
I just love the idea that I can do that, and since I figured out that I can, I just non-stop, never stopped. I don't know if that made sense, but you get what I mean.
Tell us. Let's get into
Yeah.
that. Tell us about the first time that you discovered that you can make people laugh from your comedy.
It's not in high school. Because a lot of people will come and you was a class clown, man. No, I was not. In fact, I was a very quiet kid. I wasn't all that person that would have so much conversation with everybody. I was just to myself most of the time. Some people might deny, but some people might disagree with that because I do have some friends that I used to just go all out with. But it started when well, it's a year back. Let me try and get it. So there used to be this kind of videos. I don't know if you guys remember this. They call them vines. But that
Yeah.
was a long time ago. Like vines. So it's like 6 seconds long, like 5 seconds long. That would just be your vine. And you had to try to make someone laugh in 6 seconds. That was the challenge of the vines. And I remember that was one of the apps that I first tried out by making videos a long time ago. And I just made a video. I don't know if I don't think you guys would know that video. I don't know how much you guys know about my past. But there was this vine that I did, and it was called Booty Pass. Right, and it was just me and a few of my friends and like nice fit girls. Yeah. Yes, and yeah, it was actually called Booty Pass. And why
Yeah.
we call it that? It was just me and we were acting, and there was this other woman that was acting as my girlfriend, and there was another. So we were just in a public, and then there was another girl that just had to pass, and she had this great figure, and I had to pretend that my foot brick for me to like bend down and thing and watch her pass properly. I mean, it was it was simple. It was just creative. And then when I posted that, I didn't expect nothing in return. But like we went to bed, I wake up and we're gonna come to that story plenty times of how I always go to bed and wake up and then things change. We'll get to that, right? But I went to bed, I wake up because I always post in the night. I go to bed and I wake up because I don't like to expect things, and then I wake up, I see a million messages, and I had over 20,000 views.
Wow.
And the comments was just like everybody found it funny.
Nice.
And then I sit down like I'm an overthinker. I sit down and I was like, what? I mean, I find it funny, but bro, that was that funny. All those views, all those likes, I liked it. And then somebody messaged me, and that was it. That was it. Like I could be overthinking, but that was it. Like somebody messaged me and they tell me, "Oh, but that was a very creative video. That was very nice." Imagine I was having a bad day, and I watched that video, and my day was just changed. Like I was just not unhappy again.
Right.
And the person just tell me, "Thank you." And that was it. That was it. Like forget everything else, bro. That I don't know why. It was just natural to me. It was like I didn't have to think about it twice. All I tell myself was I gotta make another video because I want to meet somebody like that again. I want to touch, because I mean, people who come at me and tell me like if I'm a sad or nothing or have a rough life. I had a good happy life, but for some reason I love to know that there are people out there that might be having a bad day,
Yep.
and they watch GK video, and that's changed.
Yeah.
And that what made it so natural, because I was never fake, never pretending to be somebody else. I just wanted to be somebody that could just make somebody laugh by being myself. Yeah, and bing bang, bing bang. You know this is already.
So I heard you were saying about a year ago you did this. So was it a year ago? How long ago did you start?
What?
No, sorry, the Vine was way back.
No, yeah, way back. Vine was way back, man.
Okay.
Like, how many years ago was Vine, man? Over 7-8 years ago,
Okay.
Yeah, Vine was. I don't know how long Vine. Vine was. I hit Vine when Vine came out,
I don't even remember what Vine was.
I remember Vines, but I never really.
Vine was like we sure we have TikTok today.
Yeah.
Like we had Vine.
Okay, one of those things. Okay.
Yeah, like just application. I don't think people are even using that again. But Vine was really nice. You only had to make You only was allowed to make like 6-second videos, and you had to make somebody laugh in 6 seconds.
Yeah.
So I did DA Vines. That's how I used to call it.
Yeah.
Being creative. But in all your jokes, you ever had a joke where you probably just pissed somebody off or?
I've never pissed somebody off with a joke per se. Actually, yes, I can say yes and no. So there was this time, not with my comedy really, but with my show What's This. This is the only time this has ever happened. I've never had this encounter before, but it taught me a huge lesson. You really have to be mindful of what kind of jokes you make, how far you go, how far you go, and I to me everybody's opinion matters. I mean, in business like this, you cannot try your best to listen to everybody, but everybody opinion
Right.
matters, right? So there was this time I was doing the What's This show, and I had a specific question about it's a rated R kind of question, yeah. But I asked the people on the street, why do women would rather be with a black man than a white man?
Mm.
And I mean, it was just funny. It was just an opinion. It was just nothing. It was
Right.
nothing racist or anything like that. It was just
Right.
fun.
Right.
But it taught me a lesson because there was somebody that was really close to my show, really supporting my show. I'm not gonna call his name or anything, but he was really close to my show. He really loved my show. He really supported my show, and you're a very influential fighter. And because of the joke and the responses of the people,
Right.
it was really the responses of the people. But why I brought up that point is because it's my content. It's what I
Right.
edit and it's what I put out there. So it's still me.
Right.
I
Right.
took responsibility for it.
Mhm.
But he didn't take it nice. He didn't take the responses nice. He got angry, and in fact, it was enough for him to tell me he didn't want to watch my shows again.
Oh wow.
That has been
But
resolved obviously, but
right.
at the time I didn't get angry. I'm not that kind of person, but I was shocked, and but it really opened my eyes to how sensitive some people can be.
Yes. Facts.
And in the field that I am, the reason that I'm doing this is not to make somebody be angry.
Right.
It's to actually make somebody be happy.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it shocked me, and I instantly had to rethink my mindset in the things I put out. That's why
Right.
most of my content, you will see that it's always friendly. You will never see me cursing, crazy, and all kind of
Right.
thing. It's for family, it's for everybody.
Right.
And every content I bring out there, I have to think of everybody. It's hard, but it's the reality of things.
Right.
Well, that's
So
the thing, right? You can't always think. I mean, in your case, you want to be mindful of
Yeah.
feelings, their emotions, but it's comedy, right? And comedy is it will appeal to one audience and not another. And it's,
yeah.
how do you make everyone happy? And I'm just gonna go here for 1 second, and it might take us down the road somewhere else, but just to talk a
Yeah.
little bit about Chris Rock and Will Smith, right?
Yeah.
Like that was a honest joke. I laughed. Jada
Yeah.
laughed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it was her husband didn't think
Nah,
it
it wasn't. It wasn't a
was,
joke.
it was
It
funny.
wasn't a. It wasn't a joke. It wasn't a
Yeah.
joke. It
It
wasn't
was
a joke.
based
It
on
was
yeah.
no. It wasn't a joke. It could look like it was a bad joke, but
Mhm.
in comedy, if you research on comedy and stand-up comedy, that is jokes. Jokes are always making fun of people's like heavy parts in their life, heavy things
Right.
that they go through to make it funny so that they take off their mind. Oh, that's actually comedy. So
Mhm.
that's why it wasn't a joke. It was the moment, because if you go back and watch that picture, that image, Will Smith laughed.
Yes.
Jada didn't.
Mhm.
It because people don't know. I mean, if people marry, I'm not even married, but I know what it is. Sometimes people just go through a lot of things, and sometimes they just can't take it. They don't mean to. Maybe they apologize later. They don't mean to. But what happened at the time is what happened at the time. And people do stupid stuff. It's just human nature. So it really wasn't a joke. But in terms of your question, you can't. You can't please everybody. I've learned that over and over again. I mean,
Right.
I always focus on if somebody gets angry. That is a
Mhm.
difference. Pleasing somebody and somebody get offended, that's two different things.
Hmm.
But you can't please everybody. There are
Fact.
people out there that find that their kind of jokes is their kind of jokes, and my kind of jokes might not be my kind of jokes. Some people like that, they will still support you because it's not angry, they're angry at you. It's just they might just not be fancy with that.
The
How
content.
you deal with that? Well, it's impossible. You just have to make every single content different content. You just have
Right.
to make different content. If you want to make for them, just know the people that you normally make for, they're not gonna like it so much. So
Mhm.
you just balance it off. You do
So you
what
don't
is
really
for
choose an audience then. You just
you
based on
shouldn't
whatever.
because you shouldn't. Yeah, I think I want a 70-year-old laughing as well as I want a 12-year-old laughing. So
Okay.
you can't choose.
Okay.
I mean, that's your. I mean, you have to try. You have to just try. I mean, there are times where I would decide that I sit like I taught myself to know, like that's part of my vibe, my work. I educate myself to know what kind of jokes for what kind of people. You know, what kind of jokes for students, what kind of jokes for adults, what kind of jokes for middle-aged people, what kind of jokes, what kind of jokes for a certain type of audience, whether it's a professional kind of audience, whether it is an unprofessional kind of audience. You still keep it clean, but you try to give the jokes. So if I put another video and I know where I'm going to promote it to, it's all part of promotion. I know where I'm going to promote it to, then I will like make my jokes for that kind of people. That's how it works. It's just all a matter of teaching yourself the people,
All right.
Yeah.
Just thank you for that. Sorry, go ahead.
No. Do you ever feel pressure in going like, trying to beat the last video or the last thing you do? You did?
Boy, all right, don't get questions.
No, because
like, it's a real thing.
Yeah, you didn't think we were gonna come this hard on you, right?
No, because
bro. bro, every single time.
Right.
And what makes it worse is if I put out a banger. If you put out a banger, that frustrates me. I mean, you will think I at home happy, my video go viral. I'm home sad because right now my next video gonna suck. Most of the time, there's rare times I put out 2 bangers, because if you put out a banger, do you know what you have to do to put out another banger?
I can imagine.
It's really hard.
Yes.
So it almost never happens. It has happened before in the past, but it's like a rare occasion. So the reason that it's a rare occasion is that I understand how hard it is, so it stresses me out. But at the same time, it is what it is. You just try. The one thing that you don't want to do is not put out a video.
Yeah.
Because people out there looking, people out there waiting, people out there wanting videos. I mean, there's so much things going on right now. Cool.
I was just gonna ask him what that countdown was, if that is
it's probably his battery or something.
He had a countdown.
No. Yeah. So like,
what was that countdown about?
The camera I'm using is like every 30 minutes. So sorry about that.
I thought I had a feeling that was
yeah. I really have to fix that. I don't know how to.
So you see, so you was already late, and you just give us 30 minutes.
Yeah, he's like, okay, we only got 30 minutes.
That's it.
Pressure on your boy. If you see the
but you're a comedian, you can take those things.
Yeah, that happens. That happens on my live. That happens when I'm broadcasting. But hey, if I don't see it, it shuts down, and I just have to listen and then do it again.
That's cool. Okay. Now, where did the idea for What's This come from?
Okay. So What's This was an idea I had even before Maria. And I had a group of us that we were planning. We wanted to do, we didn't know what it was going to be at first. The first idea wasn't a street show. The first idea wasn't a street walking and asking people questions. But we know that we wanted a show. So me and Bree was the first person I brought on. We sat down and we started to brainstorm and see what we wanted to do. She came on actually after Maria to help me out. And the first thing that we came up with was we draw this huge billboard with a question mark upside down. Right, as you can see, the logo is an upside down question mark. It was just the question mark upside down, and we had to create an idea as to what we would explain to people if they ask us why our question mark upside down. Right? I mean, why? What? Nobody. So when people approach us, we was like, well, a question mark is asking a question that you might not know the answer to, but the question mark upside down is us asking you a question that we know to want to find out if you know, like a teacher,
right?
So it was the idea was to go out there in our yard. We were having like a studio to ask questions in hope of educating. So it was always an idea of educating people out there. We didn't know what questions we were going to ask. We just random questions, right? But the idea of us doing it in the yard crashed. That didn't happen. 2 years passed. And I decided I had like a group of friends, and I tell them, hey, why not let's take our camera and go on the streets and walk up and down and ask a few questions? Because I was watching this African guy doing that, and I find it intriguing. I find that wow, that looks cool. So it was the guy, the African guy, a Nigeria. I don't know. It's the same. All of them is the same to me. Right. So I like what he was doing, and I was like, why not do that in Dominica? And I mean, I don't really see nobody doing that in Dominica. So why not try and do it? And that's what happened. I just end up going and do it. I print some shirts. I did some branding. I get the name. I did all that stuff, and I bought shirts for everybody. And I say, hey, let's go. My first episode, I pull out like $300 from my pocket, and I say, let's go. I think the best thing is to give them some money to add, and that's it. We just winged it. We just went ahead and we did that, and not to my knowledge actually, but it turns out that I was the 13th person to try a show like this in Dominica.
Oh wow!
13 people, 12 people was before
Tried
me.
this before you. Wow.
Yeah, and then somebody asked me a very amazing question. Who are these 12 people? And I couldn't answer them,
Right.
you know. So then they tell me, you see what is special about you. All these people pass and we don't know who they are, and look at you because you just made for that. Don't stop. And I was like, okay, bro, thank you, bye bye. And I just took it. I make a business out of it and everything, and then bam, what's this? That's big
Yes.
brand.
Nice. Being consistent is key.
That's
It
it.
is. It
That's
is.
It
It
is.
is. That's
Facts.
for all the people out there that want to do something. Just don't stop. No matter how it start off, just don't stop. Just do it.
Yep.
You never know where you're gonna get.
That is facts. Go ahead.
So was that from okay, so you found out 12 people before you
Yeah.
had done this. Was that you found out this information how? Was when you went to register your business or people on
No. Like
Facebook?
some guy just. What happened is, let me tell you who that gave me that information. What I did was I found out one person that did it. One person, and that was a young girl working for Kyrie FM, and Kyrie themselves tried doing that, and then I found out about her doing that, and then I asked a few questions, and then they told me there was so much people that tried it and they liked it, but it just didn't work out for them. And that's when I found out the number of people, and I went online and I saw a few videos, and even while I was doing that show, and when my show went out, other people tried.
Right.
And well, I don't know. It was just what's this for everybody. It was just what's this for everybody.
Yeah. Well, your show is pretty entertaining,
Yes.
and I was I can see that now. Yeah, I can see that now.
You can see what
No, I have to make sure we have enough time before you try to pull a trick.
so I already
No, but your show is entertaining, and it definitely makes me laugh. But besides what's this, like I said earlier, I watched the short clip that you put out,
Yeah.
and it started off nice, and I'm not sure if you did the whole thing and you're waiting for the rest to put out, but you know what clip I'm talking about, right?
The film, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not enough.
When can we expect the rest of that or the other part of that?
Okay, so what the misunderstanding with that film is, people always saying about next part, this, next part. No, we don't want to confuse everywhere. It's actually, we had this idea of a movie, an entire full length movie, right?
Right.
And what happened is we don't have the money to do so, because to do something like that takes a lot of time, a lot of hours. People working, people doing that, people doing this. If somebody is getting some sort of income from that, then they can maybe sacrifice their sacrifices that they usually make.
Right.
Right. So what we did was I called like these people that helped me, bro. These people that helped me with that movie are my friends. They are my true friends,
Right.
So I called them, and we came together and we decided that let's just do this. Let's take the idea of the movie, take out something in the movie that would spark people's interest, still have an idea what the entire movie is going to be about. Let's just take a piece out of it and make it without like do it together, like no budget, not low budget, no budget,
No budget.
No, not no
and put it out there. Yeah, it's true. Like really, it's true. Like bro, it's
Yeah.
Right.
true,
Yeah.
right? And put it out there, and in hope that someone we can use this as some sort of portfolio to give to somebody to help us and understand that we want to produce this movie.
Yeah.
So it's not enough. It's not a part one or a part two. It's not enough. It's a snippet of an entire movie that we desire to do one day.
Right.
So what's stopping us right now is that we're looking to get yes. We want to help you.
Right.
Yes. We can give this to you. That's what we're looking for out there, and we're waiting patiently to get all this equipment and monies and
Right.
helpers and actors and all that stuff, so that we can bring this out. Because it's not just a normal movie; it's a message.
Right.
You know, we want to bring out, and it's a message based here in Dominica. That what's happening
Mhm.
today. You know,
Yes.
and that's what it's not enough. It's so. The only reason that you haven't seen it yet is because we
Right.
have yet to get like all the monies and everything together. But you know, we do have like little like promises out there that we hoping to get.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I thought the words were just like almost like a play on words. It's not enough.
not enough. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it is. It is everything. Like it came in so perfect. Like every direction you look at it, that's exactly what it is. So it's not like, oh well, you're thinking of this, it's not enough, it's short, or you're thinking of it, it's not enough the name of the movie or whatever, or it's not enough the thing that the guy went through. It is actually all of that.
Mhm.
All of that. No, I don't know what it's gonna feel like if it's all hour long. Maybe same thing. You know?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the storyline is pretty much there, right? It's just to
Yep.
stretch it
Yep.
out and give every cast their own part, I guess.
Mhm.
Basically.
I liked it, and I was like, man, this is short. I was like, man, this is
The
short.
teaser.
Yeah, because it started. I was
Yeah.
like, all right, a little guy chill with his daughter. All right, so
Yeah, a lot of people are angry about that. I mean, but what can we do? You know?
Where's the rest? So you can ask, donations if you want to see more.
Yeah.
Donate to the
Yeah.
cause. I mean, Americans do it all the time when they ask for cash at me, this, that. Why can't Dominicans do it too? Why can't
You see, the thing about donating, because we did try that actually. In fact, the actual film we posted free of charge on social media. In the description has links to donate. You know, and the thing about that is, Dominicans want to donate. It's just they
Right.
can't. You know, some people who have PayPal, some people who have Cash App, some people who have this, some people who have that. First of all, to get this kind of applications is such a headache already. Recently, I tried getting Cash App for a friend of mine, and I didn't even know. I realized that for you to get Cash App, you need like a US. This is only for the US people. You know.
We don't
Yeah,
have it in Canada either.
Yeah,
so.
we don't have that in Canada.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah,
you see,
email
exactly. So like so, and then there's like more banking. We try. I try to even work together with the NBD to promote that, so
Right.
that my country can just have that.
Yeah.
But at the time, nobody, even today, not much people have that. Business people have it.
So
So
guys-
people that,
Good. Sorry.
yeah, like so people that want to donate, they just can't. And even if they can, I mean, it's just so much they can do. Everybody, and it's COVID and it's Mary, and I mean everybody's in the same struggle, So we really didn't want to focus on saying it's donation we want. We just,
Right.
I mean, there is maybe funding out there. We're just trying to access it.
Mhm.
We're just trying to prove that we are worthy of it. That making me feel more comfortable. Yeah.
Well, we should try a different strategy. Everybody who's watching the show, when you're done, if you guys are on YouTube and whoever else is on Facebook after the show is done, go look for it, share it. Just share the hell out of it.
That's the vibe.
It will probably get somewhere where it needs to get, because it's very interesting. And I would actually like to sit down. Well, like you said, an hour long, you don't know how it would turn out, but just
Oh, boy.
the short 5 minutes or whatever how long it was, it it makes you want to watch more, right? So
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
go out
Yeah,
there
man.
and share that shit.
Yeah.
Right now, me and the team are actually trying our best to put together a series for
Right.
Dominica.
Mm.
It's gonna be an hour long. Each
Mm.
episode of the series is gonna be an hour long. That's what we're gonna be fighting for.
Okay.
But we're gonna like showcase it at the alias Facets.
Okay.
Firstly, to see like if people come and have a look at it, pay a
Check it
small
out,
fee,
right.
whether it's $10, $15 or what. Maybe like if it's huge and it's really nice, we just put it in the cinema. We just want to bring content out there to entertain people besides
Of
the
course.
comedy part that we have yet to talk about.
Right.
but yeah, we have a lot of ideas out there. We have a lot of plans. I'm a guy. I fool with ideas, so just know, plenty thing is will be coming up, will be happening. It's just a matter of time.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know what? When you come on Dissect, it's not always just about what we see on the surface. We need to dissect and get into the meat of who you really are.
Yeah,
So,
man.
yes, we haven't really got into the comedy aspect, but we're getting to know GK.
Yeah,
Right?
you have to shift the large intestine past the small intestine.
Exactly.
Yeah, we get it there,
the
but we
bone
dissecting.
marrow.
We
Yeah.
dissecting, man. You know the vibes there.
So now people know GK. They actually know what GK means. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
man. Yeah, man.
yeah.
You know the
Yeah.
vibes
So
already.
so now we can get into the comedy section. So what are we looking for forward to as far as your comedy goes? Because I know you have some more stuff coming.
Oh, bro, a lot of everybody's asking if I'm gonna start back Tirella. I don't know. Like Tirella is really one of my biggest shows that I've ever did in comedy. That actually started off my comedy like career to
Right.
per se. Tirella. I really want to start back Tirella. It's just the difference between Tirella and the comedy that I'm doing now. Is Tirella has high production. Not what people don't know. I mean, I just touch a little bit of the production that I just do, but it has way more. Like Tirella has heavy makeup. I
Right.
have to look like an absolute. It's crazy. I always have to hire a makeup artist. I want to hire camera guys. I want Tirella to be huge. I don't want to start back Tirella back to the same level it was. So that's
Right.
why I just push in the comedy that's happening right now. And I'm actually not too like rush, like I don't want to rush it, and I'm not too unhappy with the comedy that I'm doing right now because
Right.
still a lot of people love that, especially the little promotion of small businesses and all that. People love that, and they get the views and they get that little push of their business, and it's working for them. So that is really some way of helping the small business people,
Nice,
and all this is just good vibes. So I don't have no problem with what I'm doing right now. That's why I'm not gonna stop it, even if I start back to But I mean, the main focus right now is to just keep making, just keep making. And it's hard that I have so much other things doing, but I still try to keep the people up to date and entertained.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
comedy, it just a natural way. I didn't try. Like people just tell me, a lady, it's today. I just came at a wedding, and a lady just watched me and tell me, not today, like last night actually. I was at the jazz event shooting, and a lady went up to me and she said, "Bro, I am a doctor, and I think I have to prescribe some medication for you because I just don't know what is wrong with you." She just tell me she don't know what is wrong. She tell me she's a doctor. She tell me she just want to prescribe something to me because she just cannot understand what nonsense that has come out in my mind. Where did I get my ideas? So everybody's loving the comedy. Everybody's liking it. Everybody, I put in all thing that a taste for everybody, man. A little taste. So
we just got a question for you that came across the screen.
Yeah,
when can we get a stand-up show from? When can we get a stand-up show? Is this something that you thought about?
What?
Your fans are asking.
Yeah,
That's a good question because Dominica, you guys don't do stand-up comedy.
exactly. So I have no idea how to do it. I don't know if I can do it. I've never tried it. I've never done it. When for comedians like me, all our idols out there are stand-up comedians. And we look at them and we watch them and we know how difficult it is.
Right.
I know how difficult it is. Like, I mean, I think it will come natural to me, but it can also go downhill for me.
Right.
Because it's a risky thing. You know, you have to come out there and you have to talk for 30 minutes. You know,
Yeah.
not like the 30 minutes my camera going off, but
There's
30, 30 minutes of just pure entertainment. You have to just
of
know how to, that's
but
hard.
it's already natural, it's like writing a song. You just put your words together, put your thoughts, you take however long, if it take you a month to put it together.
I
I
think
think
I'm just I'm scared to do it, but
Ah, this
I
this
wouldn't.
man
where we're going with this
this
now.
man does everything on the planet Earth.
Can I
Ex-
just say that a lot of comedians sometimes they make these jokes to deflect away from who they really are.
Mm,
Yes, because they don't want people to know that they're shy or that they're quirky or whatever the case may be. They just make jokes so people don't get to know the real person.
Mhm, mhm.
And you talked about frights. Is it a stage fright? Is it like you don't want people?
Stage right. I just tell you that's what Dominica about. I have no fear when it comes to public. You see, public speaking and public talking and
Okay.
public. There's I have no. My show is to the public, man. And I mean I dress up like a woman for people, man. I have no fear. I have no fear. And people actually think that. No, no. I it's whoa, bro. What can I say? Let me just tell you. Like, so you see, like what I said earlier on. Like most of my jokes, I really focus on the facial expressions and
Mhm.
my attitude and my vibes. I wouldn't always focus on the lyrics or to say something clever or something like that. That's
right,
not my style. I just don't have
right,
that kind of skill. I know my weaknesses and I know my strength.
mm,
Stand up comedy. That's and that's just away from everything else. I mean, I've thought of it. I've planned it. I've planned bringing up three people in a place, let them sit down and let me just do a show. Let me say
yeah,
some jokes. People used to meet me and tell me a joke. Early on, I can't tell you a joke. That's how all my jokes work.
mm.
I can make fun of Dom like if lights go. I
Yeah.
can make fun of Doasco if they take the water too long, bro.
But
That's not
there
my
you go.
jokes. That's
But that's stand up right there.
Yeah.
That is stand up right there. You talk about, every grandmother in Dominica move a certain way. Talk
I did
about
have
somebody
one.
grandmother, the whole place
I
go
did
nuts.
I did that one, my brother. I did that one. I did that one. Trust me. But I don't want to disappoint people. I don't want to make people have
Right.
their hopes up. Like, okay, I'm doing this show. I'm gonna go out to somewhere and I'm gonna invite you guys come and hear some jokes. I don't want to disappoint people because I know that I would have a tough time getting it done.
Right.
I would have a tough time knowing that I have to script an entire conversation.
Hmm.
I'm not saying that I will back down. I'm just
Right.
saying that it will be very difficult.
The next level, right.
Next level kind of a vibes, man. I
Hmm.
wonder if Dominica ready for that boy. Dominica will be ready for that.
I would like to see a stand up in
Yeah,
Dominica.
yeah. You need to be the one to do
You
it.
you would have to be
I'm
very,
not
very
working.
full indeed, boy.
They don't
Very
need to
more.
be ready. You need.
Yeah.
They don't. They'll be ready when they see it. They will be
All
ready.
right.
They will be ready. It's something new. It's different, and hey, I think it
Yep,
could work. Yeah,
yep. I
the
mean,
fans are
I
asking.
mean, the fans are asking for it.
They asked for it. Yeah, that was one of the questions. So
Okay, wow. I mean, we're doing so much things right now. It would be crazy for us to even move to something else. We're doing a lot of different comedy shows. I still pushing my what's this. I have my own
mm,
business running,
Right.
everything, and I even doing like this really great late night show with my fiance, which is really nice that everybody loves. So we really have a lot of different things that I don't like to be idle, and I like to know that content is being placed out there under my name. I'm always looking for the next thing to entertain the people. So if I see the opportunity and I see that it's good and I can do it for stand-up comedy, look out for it, right, brother? You know the seed. So it look you did it.
so would it be fair to say you're more of I guess a live show, like a theater kind of comedy, like almost like a Oliver or like a Tommy Joseph, like you know,
Tommy Joseph, man,
with live theater.
you know, I'm an entertainer, and I'll do
Mhm.
my best to entertain my public. You know, that's how I see it, and that's the only way I've ever seen it, and that's the only way I'm gonna continue to see it for now. I just love entertaining, whether it's music, whether it's comedy, whether it's graphic, whether it's movies, whatever it is. I'll always be there to entertain my fans, or entertain my friends, entertain my family, entertain everybody. You know, I just love to know that I can put a smile on somebody's face and make somebody day just, just happy, man.
Nice.
Yeah, man. You know, because a lot of people out there going through a lot there, and that's one thing that I know I understand. You know,
Facts.
yeah, man.
Facts.
Comedy. What? That's why I was trying to influence some people in the of the influential level. You know, there's ministers or anybody that in charge. You know, we focus on so much things that we think to ourselves that's important. But if you think about how life is going through right now, stress kills.
Yeah.
Facts.
Stress kills. So
100.
if stress kills, like if cancer killing you, how much money is placed out there to prevent cancer?
Mhm.
Because cancer kills. If stress kills, so why is it not important to place money out there for the things that help stress not kill you? And what's the biggest thing that don't make stress kill you? Entertainment, happiness, fun, adventure.
Yeah.
You check.
Facts.
So comedy and those things should be as just as important as everything else, man. That
True.
I hope my content one day can just reach people to them to understand that.
Nice.
Well, I'm sure some people do,
Yeah, man.
So,
Well, you
but
have a lot of comments a lot of comments in the chat.
yeah, I want to say
And
it.
yeah,
I
no, I
want to
wanted
say
to also say that if somebody wants to send a voice note to GK to show him your love and just maybe just say something to him, ask him a question, you can reach out on our WhatsApp number. It's
617.
1617 329 9434.
Yeah,
So
the cameraman. Oh, there it
there
is.
it
One on the
is.
bottom.
There it is. You
But
can send a text, a voice note, and GK will hear your voice note. Well, we'll listen.
I'll hear it, man. Or even,
yeah, and we'll
yeah.
definitely get into some of the comments we have on YouTube and Facebook
Yeah.
in a while, I guess. But GK, this is a question we didn't ask you, and as Jules mentioned, Tommy and Cedric the Entertainer and those guys. Who inspired you? Who was your inspiration as a comedian?
Nice question. Nice question. Earlier on, I don't know if you know any name that I call it because it's not big shots now, but they had a big impact on me. They still do, So remember I talk about the vines.
Yes,
There was this one guy that was leading vines, man. His name was King Batch.
King Batch.
Yeah, man. King Batch. Right now, King Batch on Netflix doing all kind of thing, man. Big up himself,
Okay.
man.
Okay.
King Batch in terms of comedy and jokes and thing, King Batch was like the vibes, man. And he had his whole team. And every single body in his team was a big vibes for me. And it was a motivation for me. I would go on and watch his videos and I would mimic some of his videos so I could use it as practice to see if I could do it,
Right.
And yeah, all them things came naturally for me, man. That's some influential people today, like King Tavia. You are like all of them is a king.
Yeah.
It's kings that just follow you, check. Kings have to follow king.
I like
because
that. I like
yeah,
that.
man. So I really have some. I mean, so if I have to talk about some real like mainstream comedians, um, Jim Carrey, them kind of thing. Martin Lawrence, Yeah, and there's fellas there, man. Eddie Murphy, those, man. I used to watch all those guys, man. I used to like. I mean, don't even talk for the Tyler Perry. This is already. I mean, all these guys had a little touch on me and little influence on me,
Right.
but mostly just motivated me to hope that maybe one day I can reach their level. I mean, I honestly really truly desire to be a producer.
Okay.
I mean, it's all part of the field of creating content. I mean, I'm doing it today, and if I don't do it today, I wouldn't know what it's like to do it.
Right.
So when I bring up those young ones that want to do it themselves, I can Today, every single, most like 95% of the videos I ever put out, I'm the one that's shooting it. Me not shooting my thing, me not editing my thing, me not scripting my thing, everything. Nobody. 95% of the things I put out there. And the reason that I pushing myself to learn, like I said, I just like learning things. So I know one day, if I have to do it for somebody, I know exactly what they need. I know exactly what they need to do.
Right.
So that's the goal. The ultimate goal is to become that producer one day, even if it's a local one.
Nice. And this is producing anything in general, right? Not
film,
necessarily comedy.
Anything, not comedy, film in general. Yeah, man.
Nice. I like that. All right. I wonder if we have any questions from Facebook or YouTube, or Sisters Nika could pop up one of them in the thing, I guess.
I've been reading them. I've been going back and just kind of looking at the chat and looking at that. But I do have a question. What are your future plans for comedy in Dominica? Like, so we did talk about, yes, you just said producing, but more specifically, comedy in Dominica. Do you have any future?
Yeah. So basically, my future plans right now is what I said earlier. Where I wanna create this short series where I wanna make it long stream. Like, I don't want it to ever end.
Right.
That's the goal for it now. Where we want to bring out that side. Like today, we bring out 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. I want to bring out something. Yeah, like I want it to be something so common. Like you see how we still watching the Golden Girls when it was some of them. When you used to watch our soap's still going on today.
Yeah.
Since I a little boy and my mom and them say they watch soap.
Young and the Restless, and
Young and the Restless. Why is the others? You know them thing.
Beautiful.
I want my comedy to go. I want my comedy to go into that. That's my plan. That's my future plan right now.
Nice.
Where I can start some series. Now the series I was talking about, that would be an hour long. It would actually be comedy. That's why I feel like I can do it. It wouldn't be so like the production I would want to do for the movie. That's why I feel like I can do it. It's like the little videos that you see me putting out today. It's just the same little videos, but an hour long.
Longer. Oh, okay, nice.
Steady kicks.
Yeah.
Steady kicks, and it wouldn't be me alone writing it. It'll be kicks from all kind of directions. So every single body can get their kicks.
Nice.
You see, like I'll take my one video and make it for the youths, one video for the gangsters, one video for the Christians, one video for I can bring all of them thing in one video.
Nice.
A whole hour long. Just imagine a whole hour long, and you just laughing like we just put later you check. But yeah, that's my goal. And just imagine you don't just getting that. You're getting that every week, man. Every week episode. Every week you have that special day. You just know that day is GK. Let me go and get my laugh if I and my stress. You mad? I recharge the happiness, man.
Yeah.
That is my future goal right now, as of today, in comedy. And let me tell you something about me and goals.
You like them?
Let me tell you, I doesn't back down. I like that.
I like that. My motto is, people say, boy, you can't do that or you shouldn't do that. I say, yo, you know what? My feeling, my thoughts is mine. So it takes my action to bring them through.
You alone can bring it down,
Exactly.
Nobody can bring it down. People have it harder than the other, but you alone can bring it down, bro.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, definitely keep doing your thing. And if that's the goal you have and you keep pushing and, people will keep supporting because you're funny. You know what I mean? Hence why we're sitting here today with you, because you're funny. Yeah. So, keep pushing and you will reach your goal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Before we go, one of the videos I actually like, there's a video you did where you're going into a shop. I think it's like COVID and you have no mask and you go into take on the shirt, put it in. I watched it over and over how many times.
that was okay. You see that video there? A lot of people will still be where I just get my ideas. But you see that video, that is a real thing.
Yeah. It felt like that.
It don't happen to me, but imagine it actually is the reality.
Right.
Like, I don't know if you can remember when the thing was hype up and everybody was just mask, and you have to put your mask. You come in the shop and you have to put your mask. And the shop selling masks.
Yeah.
And they're telling you need the mask.
You need a mask.
You need a mask to go inside your shop. But all right, well, go and buy it for me now, my brother. I don't have my brother. I can't leave my post, my brother. But heavy, but let me tell you, that's all. I tell you one thing. One of the things that motivate me through my little struggles and things is I always. This when we go for Maria and we go for COVID and things, all of us go for hard things, and I always tell myself, "Yo, tomorrow we just gotta laugh," you know.
Of course.
And let me tell you, that is happening. That I put out that video long after that happened, and the time I put that out, see that happening there, laugh. We can, all of us can laugh. Nobody don't take it sensitive, although it was.
Yeah.
Nobody take it sensitive when you laugh, when you did a mask, buy a mask. You know, and it was just a little kicks, like, you know, yeah.
Oh boy.
Any Facebook questions, Jay, that you want to talk?
There's just you know what it is? There's a lot of love coming through on the Facebook, on YouTube, lots of love coming from your fans. If we can get the people in the back to just put up some of those love.
I don't want to pronounce her name wrong, but Miss Jules, she's been giving you love for the entire show. Eslin Jules.
Let me tell you something about. Let me tell you, Eklin, man.
Eklin.
Okay.
That's my sister, bro. That's my sister.
She didn't say bro. She's been giving you a lot.
My sister. That's it. Yeah, my sister. That's big, man. But she have a podcast too, man. You should check it out, man. Anytime we get a
chance. All right. What's her podcast?
We know that they calling it. It just that, man. It just that. You know, I mean, I influence it even my family, you know, to do things, you know. You know, we can't just sit down there and just be idle. We can entertain people and do a thing and be active and vibes, you know. Yeah. But one thing I have to say about my fan base, it's filled with a lot of people that love me, not just my family. I have some friends outside there, boy. No matter what I go through, they are my side, they are my back, and I have some friends that have been with me through the lowest point to the highest point. You know, I remember after Maria, after COVID, I couldn't go on the street to do my show. And that really had bring me down because I really had like it. And I decided to go on the Facebook page and go live. And I didn't know what was going to come out of it. I go live. And at that time I was going for plenty. It wasn't just COVID. I'm a man, I entertain people, I going for things too. You check? Yeah, man. So I go for my thing. And I go and do my live show and the kind of a love I get, the kind of a support I get.
Right.
Yeah, but every time I think about it, I just remember it, and I have some people that I just looking at them today, and no matter what they go through, no matter what people tell me about them, I don't care, because when you see you can do this kind of things for me, I don't care who you be. Use my friend, and I don't want nobody to come in and tell me, oh, that person is your friend. I don't hear that, man, because that's making people my friends. When you can support me that way, I don't ask you, I don't begging you, and you support me that way. I want.
Facts.
Yeah, man. That's people, you have to surround yourself with people like that.
Yeah,
man.
For sure.
Yeah, some people around you, like, you know, that think like you or move like you.
Man.
Motivate you. You know what I mean?
Motivate you. Sweet vibes out there.
Yeah,
man.
I heard a quote. Last week, and I was like, "Yo, that's my new thing." Man said, "Don't go where you're tolerated, but go where you're appreciated."
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Somebody could push you forward to do something, and you could push them in return, right? So
but make sure those people there is positive motivation. That's how people will be like that. But it's negative, they want you to do. Always keep it positive, keep it clean, man. Keep it God, put God first, man. You know,
absolutely.
Oh man. GK, this was fun, man. I had fun tonight, and
for sure.
I hope you come back on Dissect, season, and maybe you could bring your sister with you, right? And,
I can bring my sister. My sister can
most definitely.
Yeah, man, she's a talker, you know.
Okay. Yeah, so we'll definitely check out what did you say again? The thing was for people
at this stage with in terms of comedy. Oh, that's a nice question. Bro.
Yeah. So before you go, answer that one. So Nigel was asking.
Yeah, man, that's a nice. I just see that pop up there, and I like that question, right? Boy, that's a good question. Let me tell you, there's some people out there that do some nice comedy in Dominica, like Big Smoke. Right. Oh boy, Bree's really somebody that doing something good, man. You know, and what I like about her is that it rarely have girls that would do comedy. Every time you see a female doing comedy, that's a rating.
Right.
And that's a that's a golden vibes. And
Yes.
I have tried fighting with her to tell her, let's go, let's do something.
Right.
Let's do something.
It,
But
it,
life is just a
is
funny
that
vibes.
is that the girl that do the gangster skit sometimes?
Yes, man. It is
Yo,
so
that
fun.
girl is
Yeah, man.
funny.
Yeah, man. Trust
Yo, I
me.
love that girl.
Anytime I want somebody to share the stage with me, bring breathe smoke. Bring breathe
Nice.
things, man. Trust me.
Oh,
She's like a female gesture of motivation,
yo,
Yeah, man. She good, man. She
funny.
really good, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Funny,
I
funny, man.
love her stuff. I love her
There's
stuff.
nobody out there that I see that I would love to share the stage with. Yeah, man. Locally, of course. Like you have
Right.
to talk about outside there. I don't know. Sorry, but locally, yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Good vibe.
Nice. Yeah, we should look for that girl. Be Smoke.
Yeah,
Right?
man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
man. You
should
should look for that
that
girl,
girl
man.
is funny, bro. That girl is
Yeah,
funny.
man. Yeah, man.
I like her.
When you're going to do another film like that, all right, you talk about that.
Yes, they must have missed the top of the show, but guess what? We're gonna post it on YouTube and Facebook, and I'm sure that GK is gonna post it somewhere so you can see the show if you
Right.
missed it.
Yeah. So follow Island, follow TDN on Twitter, follow TDN Network One on YouTube, follow Island Therapy on YouTube, follow Island Therapy on Facebook, and you will see the repeat of the show. Share it to your friends, and go out there and share GK videos. Short, the films, the skits,
Yeah,
the
man.
short. Just share them. Show him love, and let's take the vibe to a next level. Because one thing we always say here on Dissect is Dominica has a lot of talent, but when we say that, we tend to think of the talent that it has as far as music and stuff like that. But we have
Yeah,
some funny people in Dominica as well, and funny people that's not even getting a chance to be like GK and put their stuff out there. So definitely support the vibe.
Right.
yeah, man. I back that. I back that.
Yeah, man. So, bro, thank you again for joining us, man. I had fun. I was in tears a little bit. I had fun. From you came in the back to right now. So thank you
Yeah,
for
man.
joining
Really
us.
vibes.
Right.
Man. Thank you for having me, man. Really
Yes,
good
Of
vibes.
course.
definitely.
Of course. And like I said, we would like to have you back here. So yeah, give the people your handles where they could follow you and
Well,
all that
yeah,
stuff.
man. Yeah, man. All right, this cinema is your boy GK on the spot again. You can check me out on Facebook at GK767 or on YouTube at What's This? That's WATSTHIS. You can check me out also on TikTok, which is the What's This Show. And you can watch all my videos there. You can follow me. You can even send me a direct message, and I always respond swiftly. You know the vibes already.
All right.
Thank
That was
you.
the man GK, man. Another episode of the Dissect program. I hope you guys had fun. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I hope you guys laughed as much as Joel and I did. And yeah, we'll do this again next week. So, Jay,
I wasn't expecting this, and you know what? I learned so much about GK and the entrepreneur as well. Like he's a serial entrepreneur. That's what he's got. Thank you so much for your time, GK.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Most welcome, man.
all
Yeah, man.
right.
Keep up the good work you guys are doing. I like the vibes, and I'll
Thank
I'll
you.
definitely support you guys just as much.
Thank you. Thank you. And
Yeah.
you keep up the good work as well, sir.
Yes.
Let's up.
Vibes. All right. Yeah, man. So that was the boy GK. Next week is a celebration week.
Yes.
Yes, all the mothers that's doing wonderful things and taking care of the kids, and
Mhm.
we will definitely be celebrating that next week here on TDN and Islands Therapy. So
Tune in because we're gonna have an amazing show with lots of amazing women
yes,
that might even give you a little sample of their voices. So
yes, and we got some giveaways too next week.
yes.
So you definitely want to tune, especially if you're a mother, and you want to tune into Dissect next week and possibly win And they're good gifts. They're nothing cheap. It's not.
Oh yeah, who doesn't like to win a
$95
prize?
gift.
I like winning prizes.
Yeah, those. Trust me, there's some nice packages next
Tell
week.
your friends, tell your moms, your sisters, your aunties, your granny, your tanty, everybody. Tell everybody.
Tell everybody.
Tell
Man.
everybody to tune into the show.
Sorry, Dissect don't go right into Father's Day. I would work out something, but the ladies beat us to it. All right, so. Until next week, Saturday, right back here on TDN and Allen's Therapy. You guys have a blessed week and a blessed weekend. Stay tuned for the video for next week's show. All right.
Take care.
Peace.
Hi, I'm Hegana Dorival from Dr. HD Dance Therapy.
This is Selena.
This is Swinging Janice here.
I'm Hamina George.
Hi, Dissect viewers. It's your girl, Jewel.
And I'm telling you to check out Dissect.
I will be on Dissect.
And I'm coming to ask you to join us this Mother's Day on Dissect. We'll be giving away Mother's Day gifts to only mothers. Sorry, gentlemen, it's only for mothers. But we'll be giving away a gift to someone in Canada, in the USA, and in Dominica. But the trick is, you have to stay tuned to the show.
TDNTV.net
Island Therapy, Facebook,
and YouTube page.
Live at 7 p.m.
Saturday, May 7th, Mother's Day edition.
check it out.
Don't miss it.
Do not miss it.
See you then.
On Facebook, YouTube, and TDN TV.
Call us or text us on our WhatsApp number 617-329-9434. Good luck and stay tuned.